is Shield Maiden SA, and I drug along an FT Grimlock for tonight's Tabletop Tuesday of the Dresden Files Cooperative card game. This is a game that I don't feel gets enough love out there in the world, so I said, you know what, since I have Grimlock here with me, I gave him enough medication to make him feel well enough to sit up and play a game with me. As you can hear, he's not feeling the best. So, but we're going to play some games, and, feel free to join us. If you know anybody who has a file of the Jim Butcher books by Harry Dresden, feel free to go ahead and share this video out there so that way they can join in and learn more about this game as well. We will go ahead and give people a few minutes to go ahead and join us here. In the meantime, we will go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and get this shared out. That way no one has to miss out on the fun tonight. Don't mind Grimlock, like I say, he's just scruffy. He's a whole lot scruffy.
It's okay. I don't have to do a lot of movement in this, so I think I'll be fine. Oh.
Spoken too soon.
Hey, I will power through sickness for Dresden. I mean, I went and we got the two newest expansions that add Winter Knight Harry and Winter Lady Molly and Mortimer Lindquist and Kincaid as playable characters. So,
very nice.
We're still wanting Blackstaff and Shiro. I want to play a game with the Knights of the Cross. It'd be awesome, but we have to wait.
Well, gotta wait. You never know. Hey, so you hear that? There's some talk. There's some want for more expansions on this game. So I mean, I'm just throwing that out there.
People who've never read the books, they have no clue what I'm talking about. People who read the books go, yeah, we really want those characters.
Alright, we'll give everyone just a couple minutes to join us here. I know we got going right about the right time, but,
What am I doing?
You're going to open this up so I can share.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I social media for Grimlock as well. He doesn't social media. Well, he does, just poorly.
When you're not wrong. It's funny because you're like, look, honey, you've got Instagram followers. What's
yeah, he doesn't understand. He's like, how do I have Instagram followers? What do people want to see that I do? And I'm like, we do a lot of cool stuff, So yeah, so what has everybody else been up to? How's everybody's week going? I know we're still kind of towards the beginning. I know I'm looking super pasty, but I wanted to make sure we could get, honestly the gameplay is more important than seeing my smiling face. So... alright, so while I'm getting this stuff shared out, go ahead and kind of give the folks a little bit of information and kind of walk us through kind of how you set the game up and the objectives and how we're going to start the gameplay.
Alright, so this game can be played from 2 to 5 players, so we're just playing a regular 2-player game. That changes the rules a little slightly. Mostly it's the fact that we have 2 decks to work with, but usually when you have 3 or more people, you're literally having your own character from the book. However, Harry always has to be in it because, well, Harry's the star of the story. And what you do is you go through different cases from the books. So in this case tonight, we're going to start with the first book, Stormfront. And basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to solve mysteries, defeat the enemy, and then have a final showdown to where that you've solved more cases than there are active enemies left. To do that, you'll work with your team. Also, because fate can be tricky, sometimes you'll have to roll dice that'll give you either a positive or a negative. So sometimes it'll help you, sometimes it'll hurt you. anyone who's ever played D&D will know that the dice can sometimes really hurt you. But you just take it in stride. So essentially, I've already set the layout up for the game. And for 2 players, you actually play as 2 characters. So Shield Maiden will be playing as Harry Dresden, Wizard PI, and Karen Murphy, SI Detective. I myself will be playing as Susan Rodriguez, the Arcane Reporter, and my personal favorite character, Michael Carpenter, the Holy Knight of the Cross. The way this game works is it is cooperative, because if you try to do things on your own, you're going to find out really quick that it doesn't work that well, simply because all players share fate. And what fate is what you have to spend to do actions, solve cases, remove obstacles, or take advantages. So I'm just going to show on a card here. So for example, on this card here, to play this card, it's 4 fate. So that means I'd have to spend 4 of our combined fate to do it. Now if I do this, this means I can put 4 clue markers on a case. However, it's got to be at a range of 1. Very important that you know the ranges that you're trying to put your cards out at. Attacks work the same way. Excuse me. Now you'll see that there are other cards here besides the cases and villains. You also have your advantages. These things will help when you pick these up. These will give you abilities that will help assist you in the game. You also have obstacles to overcome. These obstacles will actually change the way the game plays. So for example, right now we have 2 obstacles. The Third Eye Drug War, which until that obstacle is overcome, all blank rolls become a negative on all dice rolls. And the other obstacle that Morgan is watching, all attacks cost 1 extra fate. So until we can get by on those, we're really probably doing a little more investigating than attacking. But again, it all depends on how the cards lay out. Now, your characters have 2 different abilities. They have a talent and a stunt. Majority of the time, your talent, whenever you discard a card for fate, and what that means is, again, you'll see that the fate counter there in blue, you can actually just discard to earn it back. That's how you keep that flow of fate going. If there's no fate, well, that actually triggers the final showdown. We don't want to do that too soon. We want to try and get as many cases solved as we can and try to take out a few enemies that we were able to, beat the case. And now they also have stunts. Now stunts are like your big one-up ability, the super this solves all the problems kind of ability sometimes. For example, Harry's big one on his turn, he can flip the card over to deal 4 hits to any one foe that would be defeated from 1 to 4 hits. So in other words, he just hits him with a big blast and that's it for him. Each character has their own ability, which we'll go over as we play.
All right. So how do we get our hand? How do we?
All right. So again, since we're playing a 2-player game, the rules are a little different. Since we're using 2 decks, first thing I'm gonna do is I combine decks. So in your case, you have Karen and Harry, and I have Susan and Michael. So we just have to shuffle the cards, and you're gonna draw 9 cards. Now we don't show them to each other because what we're gonna do is we can kind of you don't communicate like, hey, I've got an attack that does 5 damage. What I can say is, hey, maybe you should save off on that because I've got a high cost. I got a high damage attack. Kind of like vague. You're allowed to be vague.
So is it kind of like $20,000 Pyramid, where like you can give hints but you can't say what you got?
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So once we shuffle the deck. Okay.
All right. My deck I think is shuffled.
Okay. All right. And then 9 cards. And now.
And then we confirm I have 9. Because sometimes I fail at counting. You guys have seen me do this. Okay. I have 9.
Okay. Now, the rest of your deck is set to the side. You will never draw from this deck again unless a card tells you to draw from it.
Come on.
So there's no refilling your hand.
Okay.
what you got to start with is what you got. That's why I haven't even looked right now.
Oh, I just know that I might be up a creek. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see how that pans out.
Okay, so, and also, because Harry's a detective, he goes first. Now, one of the other rules that changes is, because it's 2 players, if you use an ability, if you send a card off to get fate points, you can choose which character's ability you're going to use. Or, I'm sorry, talent, I apologize. Which talent you're going to use. So, for a good example, Michael, his talent is unready. I have to actually discard for fate before I can actually use it.
Okay.
Now, some of them are like that, not all of them. But when I just discard fate, I decide which of my 2 talents I'll use. All right?
Okay.
So, since you get to play as Harry, you get to go first. Now, the first thing I have to do, I really don't want to look at my cards yet. Be surprised.
I'm afraid to be surprised. Like, I don't think this is going to turn out well. We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. So... Alright. So, I have to start with this first card, right?
Right. On your card, it'll give you a distance. So whatever the distance is, that's how many. So you see how it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, when a obstacle is overcome, or an advantage is taken, a case is solved, or an enemy is defeated, that card comes off, and the whole board shifts down.
Okay. So, I mean, I know I'm not supposed to show you this, but let me see here. So, but if I'm starting with the card. Oh wait, no. So is this the one, or is that the top?
They're both. You have 2 rows. So you
Okay.
have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6.
Okay. So I have Marconi's Goons, which requires 7 hits. So I'm nowhere near ready for that. Says when defeated, remove 2 clues from is Marconi involved.
Right.
My other option is Beer at Max. When taken, active player draws 1 card and distributes 2 card draws among other players. I think I'm going to take that one.
Okay, so then you have to use a take advantage card, which is
Okay.
They're color coded. They really are simple. They're color coded, so you need to play a purple card.
Oh, but I don't have any of those.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Now, here's things get interesting. If you can't play a card for some reason, you have to spend a fate point to pass your turn.
Hold on, that's lame. Hold on. I don't like this. Now, does he have to take all 7 of those hits at once?
No, they build.
Okay, so then in that case, I'm going to go ahead and attack Marconi's Goons.
Okay. Alright, so because this has a solid 2 and then shows the white, so you have a solid 2 and then you have the white box that has a 1 in it.
Yeah.
That means you have to roll a fate dice to see how much fate it actually costs.
I only roll 1 fate dice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But here's the thing. It's an attack. And all attacks cost 1 extra fate. So that's going to be 3 fate, possibly 4. Maybe 2.
Let's see.
So that is 4 fate for that attack.
Oh.
But you did 2 damage.
So he's down to 5. Okay.
Down to 5. Okay, and then this card just goes to your discard.
Okay.
Alright?
Alright.
So that was your turn.
Now it's your turn.
Alright. So I think I'm going to start off being helpful. So, I'm going to spend 1 fate point to take advantage with my Forged Invitation. Susan Rodriguez strikes again. So it's a range 1. So I spend my 1 fate. Excuse me. And I get a Beer at Max. This allows me to draw 1 card and distribute 2 card draws among the other players. Well, here's the thing. There's only 1 other player. So, you will get the other 2 cards. So now I've done that, it goes into the book discard, because we've used it.
Okay.
Okay, this all shifts down now. I draw my 1 card, and since you're the only other player, you get to draw 2.
Okay, does that mean I'm gonna have to discard to keep my hand in?
No.
Okay.
That isn't the there isn't a max hand.
Haha, yeah. I mean, not that these do me any good, but yeah. I might have needed to shuffle that better.
Oof. All I know is I hope you have some good investigation skills.
Until Saul cannot add hits to Cal's action. Alright, that's fine. Oh, I got lots of investigation. Hold on. I got some investigation. I can investigate stuff. Oh, but it's a lot of fate. Oh, I got a lot of fate. Hold on. Oh, the fate. Why? Why must you take all the fate? No. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Street Sense. It's a 1 range. It gives us 3 clues, but it costs us 3 fate.
Okay.
And so you guys can kind of see that a little bit better.
Okay. So we have to spend 3 fate. 3 clues go there. So 1, 2, 3. All right.
And that is my turn.
Now, notice that our spent is getting a little up there.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do something here. Give me a moment. I am going to let me see here.
Feel free to laugh, comment, make fun of us. We're okay with that. I mean.
Okay. So I am actually going to discard for fate. So I'm using this one here, press pass. He's an overcome, but I can get 4 fate out of it. So when I discard for fate, first the fate comes over. Now I get to choose which talent I want to use. Now with Susan, I can when I discard for fate, I can add 1 clue to the case at the shortest range. Or I can ready Michael's talent. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to ready Michael's talent since I might need it a little later on. Now what his talent is now I can flip the card over to give the card I play +2 to range. So whether that's an attack or an investigate, I get +2 to whatever range.
Okay, so how often do you use your talents and your stunts?
Talents you can use every time you have them available. So when you discard for fate, they have abilities that they can use. And actually, if you look at Harry's has an interesting one because he can actually move pieces around the board when you discarded him fate.
Yeah.
So that's important. Stunts are usually a one-time thing. Now there are certain characters and certain combinations of characters that will allow a stunt to be renewed, but those are far and few between.
Okay.
All right, so that will be my turn.
Okay. Oh. Now, if it says range 3, it has to be 3. It can't be closer, right?
No, it can.
Okay.
Anything within 3.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to be really super helpful, and I'm going to discard for fate.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me see which one I want to do. I'll go ahead and discard this one for 3 fate.
Okay.
And when I discard for fate...
Oh, okay. Now, first off, though, you have to roll.
Oh.
Because it's a range that has that box. Once it has a box of number, you have to roll that die to see. Ooh. So you only have a range of 2. Oh, wait. Never mind.
No,
You're discarding
I'm
for
discarding
fate.
for
I'm sorry. See? Drugs.
Drug. Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, so as I discard for fate...
Oh, man. Okay, so then those 3 come over.
And the talent I can use every turn anytime I discard?
Yes, so you can choose whether you want to use Harry's or Karen's.
Okay. And just to confirm, so when we get to this point, when he gets moved up to the front, we got to take him on.
Well, your attacks have a range.
Okay.
So if it's a 1, then yeah.
But if it's further, okay. So then, what we're gonna do then, I'm gonna use Harry's talent.
Okay.
And I'm going to move this obstacle back 1.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
So we're just going to do something quick here. So I'm going to use an attack. Cost 3 fate because of the obstacle. So it's a fate 2, so I have to spend 3 to do 2 hits at a range of 1. So 3.
So what are you attacking though?
Marcone's goons.
Okay, why is that costing you extra fate?
Because right now, until it's overcome, all attacks cost an extra fate.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I thought. Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't think that went through.
That's right.
I'm learning, guys. Sorry.
Alright.
That's why I have him here. He knows the rules.
Alright. And that's my turn.
Okay. So, let me see here. Okay, so I'm going to use Soul Gaze to investigate,
Okay.
which is 5 fate, but I have to roll fate die to get additional clues.
Okay, so you have to roll 2.
I have to roll 2. Ooh, 2 fate die. Yeah!
Now, but remember, because of the obstacle, every blank is a negative, and it's not an attack, so we have to roll the other one.
Right.
Cancels each other out.
Okay,
So
still, that's 5, but still, that means that one's 8, so we've almost got that clue solved. Can I discard?
Okay.
And that ends my turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm getting the hang of it, guys! I'm learning stuff and things!
Yeah.
I know, why he... This nigga's like, yeah...
No, I just don't have the greatest hand at all.
Oh, I knew You guys heard me say, this is not a good hand. Like, I knew I was starting off.
I'm trying to see.
Like, maybe I should have shuffled better. I'm not sure.
That's where I'm kind of like at right now. Like, could I have done something a little bit better? Alright, I'm going to try something here. So, I'm going to use Michael's talent, which I can flip the card over to give any card I play +2 to range. So I'm going to flip that over. So the next thing I do will have a range of +2. So I'm spending 1 fate to overcome an obstacle. And right now I'm going to go ahead and take care of the 3-eyed drug war. Just because it's
Jacking stuff up.
It's well, yeah, because it turns our blanks into negatives, and we really don't need that.
Yeah.
All right, so everything shifts down accordingly.
What are blanks and negatives? But oh, never mind. Because I rolled a plus and a minus. Never mind.
Yeah, so they cancel each other out. What?
I need your thumb.
Oh. Okay. All right. All right. That ends my turn.
Okay. So now on to my turn. And so let's see what we got here. So regret this later. But I'm going to discard this one for 4 fate.
Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use Harry again. And I'm going to move this forward. So it's easier to get rid of.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Alright. That's my turn. So I need to try and hopefully pull something else out of my deck. So I'm actually going to take advantage. So it's 3 plus 1 fate, so I need to roll for that. Come on, one of the only times I want a negative. And I get a positive, of course. Okay. So that costs 4 fate points for that. But that means that I can take the speed potion, which when taken, I immediately draw a card and then take another turn. And I can also move Kalashake to its furthest range, which he already is. These actually shift down now. And I get to draw a card and play for now.
Yay!
Yay! Okay. And I'm going to do something different here. I'm actually going to use Michael's Stunt. As your turn, flip this card over to add 3 hits to any one legal foe that has... Oh, it has no hits on it. Oh. And then move it all the way to the back. So... I didn't think that went through. Because he has hits. Oh, that was my fault. That's okay. So... Actually, you know what? That'll work, because then I'll hit the giant scorpion for 3 damage, which then moves him and shifts our board around. As soon as I can learn to pick up cards. And now that stun, however, is done.
Okay. I have a question. What happens if I run out of cards in my hand?
Well, then we run into the showdown.
Oh! Oh, oh. That doesn't sound pleasant. Let's see here. Okay. So, we have 4 hits on that guy up there. So I need 3 more to take him out. Now we got this obstacle we need to clear. Oh, okay. So here's the situation. I can clear out that other obstacle, but it's going to cost us the last of our fate points.
Which means we need to get some back before we can do anything.
Right.
Or another idea. Look at Harry or Karen's stunt. See if that'll come in handy.
Okay. So ooh, this is so tough because I can either take out a foe or I can get us more fate points back. Because Karen's stunt is called Raw Determination. As your turn, flip this card over and collect 1 fate point for each foe with hits and cases with clues.
So I'm going to be very vague. I think that I can take I have ways to make fate work.
But we need the fate.
So hit it with a stick.
Okay. So, as my turn, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and use Harry's Blasting Rod. That didn't sound right. Anyway.
Hey,
so,
that is what it is.
It is the blasting rod. So what this card here does is, as my turn, I flip this card over and add 4 hits to any one foe that can be defeated in 1 to 4 hits. So I can take out Marconi's goons, which gets us more clues.
Take them out. It says to remove two clues from the case. Is Marconi involved? However, there's none in there, so we don't lose out.
Okay, so this would be a good time to do that then. So we're going to blast Marconi's goons.
Okay. So that knocks him out.
Yep.
So we have defeated 1 foe.
Now my stunt I can only use once per game then?
Yes.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. When you were asking about fate, I got us covered because I'm going to discard for fate.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
4. And I'm going to use Susan's ability. When you discard for fate point, add 1 clue to the case with the shortest range. Now, we're very close to solving who is a Shadow Man, but also there's none on Victor's missing.
Okay.
So which do you think we should do?
Well, we only need like 2 more to do the who's the Shadow Man. What's all I think to do? So, hear me out here. If we add it to Victor's missing, well, we still have to do 9 to solve it though.
Yeah.
And right now our attack still costs fate.
Right. I think we should put it on who's Shadow Man.
Because then that would clear that one.
One more solve and it clears that.
Yeah, that might work out the best.
Alright. So I use her ability to add 1 there. So just go to her feet. Alright.
So as you can tell, like I said, it is a lot of like working out, and it is a very much a teamwork oriented game. Like I said, we are kind of cheating playing the 2-man version where we're playing as 2 characters.
We're not cheating. It's actually a legit
it's a thing, but you know, it can get really interesting when you're playing with lots more players. So, okay, I would really like to get rid of that obstacle.
Okay.
Do we need that massive amount of fate, or can I have some?
You can go. I would use it. I would. If you
Okay.
can get rid of that. If you can get rid of that, that'll help.
Yeah. So I have the Blue Beetle is an overcome card, which lets me overcome 1 obstacle.
What's the range?
The range is 3 plus whatever I roll on fate dice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But it's not an attack, so you won't.
Right.
They won't roll into.
So 2, I'm still good.
Okay. So the obstacle's overcome.
Woo!
That means now we can do some attacking.
Yes. For less fate.
This shifts down. Alright.
And then it's my turn.
Alright, now it's on me. Okay, so I'm gonna do something and you're gonna laugh.
Well, okay, so technically yes, Dresden Files, the TV show, was based off of the Dresden File books from Jim Butcher. So the cool thing about the game is that this is the very beginning, like, level or chapter, however you kind of want to look at that. So it starts with Stormfront, which was the very first Harry Dresden book. So as you beat this level, then you can choose to play the next story, and each of them progressively... I'm glad you know this, dear. Full Moon, which progressively the chapters get more difficult and more challenging as you go on. But, yeah, to answer your question, the long and short is, yes. It is the same Dresden Files from the show.
Yes, there was a TV show.
I like that show. Don't mock me. I like Bob.
I'm gonna tell. I can't say anything bad about it because I was happy that it came on, but they Bob. I'm shutting up. Okay.
Do something.
My turn. So I'm actually gonna do something very odd here. I'm gonna discard for fate for a reason. It's not a lot of fate. It's 1 fate. But because I discard for fate, and I'll use Susan's ability. Add 1 to the closest case. I just solved who is the Shadow Man.
Woo, woo, we
So what
solved
that
the clue.
now means is, it's a solved
Yeah,
case.
me too, Katie. I loved it too.
But also, now that it's beaten, the Toad Demon can take damage. Yeah!
Die, Toad Demon, die!
And everything shifts down. Okay.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm going to discard for 1 fate,
Okay.
since we don't have any more obstacles to overcome.
Alright.
And I'm going to use Susan's ability.
No.
Karen's ability, sorry. When you discard for fate points, put 1 clue to the case at the longest range. So see, these kind of neat like talent cards. So I can do this all day long. And so the one we have at the longest range is Ritual Double Murder, which requires 11 clues. So getting like a freebie clue for some fate is a win. And that ends my turn.
Okay.
No, he's mocking the TV show.
I'm not. No. I'm not mocking it. I'm just stating it. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up.
So it's kind of the same thing. Anybody who's read the books, you always like the books better than you like the show or the movie.
There wasn't a Blue Beetle in the show.
I'm sorry that there wasn't a Blue Beetle in the show.
Anyways, I'm gonna stop. All right. So I'm actually gonna use Susan's stunt. Okay. On my turn, flip this card over and choose 1 player, including myself, to draw 1 card. That player takes the next turn, play, then proceeds to the left of the player. So I am going to draw a card. Yay. Very, very good. Okay. And I am actually going to now spend 4 fate points to investigate, called Play a Hunch. 4 clues on a case. Now, if I put it on the 7, that gets it closer to being solved. Now the thing is, we already solved who is the Shadow Man. So if we solved that one first, it would have added 3 clues to it. But it is what it is. I think I'm going to end up putting the 4 on this one.
I has this mini.
I know, we're getting there. But here's the thing, and here's the important thing. All the cards. But here's the thing. For every case or enemy that there is a token on, when we do the showdown, we get to roll against it to see if we do the final showdown, if we beat it.
Woo!
So we're doing pretty good. We just gotta take care of some stuff and things.
Okay. So wait, you just said we get extra points for all the hits and clues we have, right?
So when we actually get into the showdown,
okay,
we get to roll dice against any case or foe that has a marker on.
Okay.
Now you could actually spend fate to get more dice or solid points.
Okay.
So when we get towards the end, a lot of times it's like, all right, we gotta get that fate up.
Yeah. So when I saw the show, I didn't even know they had books, but I really liked the show. And then like I said, the guy that played Harry, I did really like him as an actor. So it's better if we have hit points on all of the baddies, right?
Right. So the more clues and more attacks that we can get on them, the chance we have to roll against them.
Okay. Okay, hold on. So, oh, Mr. Casa, I hate you. Okay. I don't want to do that. So, okay. So, I'm going to use the detective work, which is an investigation.
Okay.
See? And it's 5 fate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on Victor is missing.
Okay. Now what is it? Now you see it has a little
3
star.
plus a 1. If investigation solves target case, add 3 clues to any case.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you solve that case, then 3 can go to another case. So yeah, because that ability,
So I should use that one instead?
I would.
Okay.
But you also have to roll a fate die for your clues.
Yeah, so there's a chance I might not.
Well, we can try though. I mean, it's a. Come on, dice.
I'll roll it over here so people can see it.
Oh, 2, just short.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot though, because it's okay. We got this.
Well, I've got 3. No, I can't use the blasting rod again. I can only use it once. If I discard for fate points, then I get to use the stunt, which is the card with the gun.
Now, she does. I'm not looking at your cards. I'm looking. What is Karen's stunt?
Collect 1 as your turn. Flip this card over. Collect 1 fate point for each foe with hits in each case with clues on it.
Okay, we might want to save that towards the end.
Yeah.
That way we have fate
That's why I
points
haven't
for
used it
showdown. Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to discard for fate to bring 2 fate over. That also allows me to flip a ability. Ooh, this is rough. But I need to flip Michael and ready his talent. I have a plan.
Got plan?
May not be a good one, but it's a plan.
Is it a very good plan?
It's a Harry Dresden style plan, so
Okay.
it'll work, but half a city block might blow up.
Sounds about right. How much fate do you need?
Well,
Because if I do what I'm going to do, it's going to lead us to more fate in the next round. But it's going to leave us a little bit short on fate this go round.
okay. Go ahead and do what you need to do.
Okay. So I'm going to go consult with Bob, which is an investigate for 4.
Okay.
It has an infinite
Range.
Range.
So it's anywhere.
anywhere. Add 2 clues to all cases in 1 row.
Ooh.
So
I'd go the top row.
that's what I'm going to say, because there's more cases up there,
Uh-huh.
which, so like I said, so here's my 4 fate. I'm sorry, see what I mean though? But see, it was really good.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Okay. Alright. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Alright, this is going to be twitchy, but let's see if I can pull this off. I'm going to spend, or excuse me, I'm going to discard for fate to get 1 fate. I'm going to use her ability to add 1 to the closest range, which will be, is Marconi Vault. The problem is, in doing this, I have to discard an attack card. And I'm going to regret this, but I think it might be our best play, is I'm going to discard my highest cost. While it does the most damage,
Yeah.
hopefully it'll work out for us. So we solved another case. So I'm down to 1 card.
I got 2. And so I'm going to use, because we're getting close to the end here, and I think that using her stunt is going to be more valuable right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use Karen's stunt, which is, as your turn, flip this card over to collect 1 fate point for each foe with hits in each case with clues on it. I know it's probably really kind of hard for you guys to read from there, but I'm
Okay,
trying.
so that means we gain 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright. This is going to be, hopefully this works out. I'm going to attack the Toad Demon.
Okay.
So it's going to cost me 3 plus 1 fate. Let's see. Give me that negative. Give me that negative. Give me a positive shite. Alright. 3 hits are on him. Okay.
I get to play through my turn and then
Yep,
we're done.
and then, well, basically at this point, we either will, and this is where it gets funny, they're like, okay, if you have to pass your turn because you don't have any cards you can play, you spend a fate point, or you can start the showdown. I'm like, I don't know too many people that are going to be like, nope.
Okay, so I'm going to discard this for fate, because I think we need fate in the showdown, right?
Yeah.
So for 5. And... when I discard for fate points, add 1 clue to a case at the furthest range.
Okay, let me ask you this question. The cards you have left,
If you spent 1,
if I
would
spend
have
the
enough
1,
fate.
will you have enough fate to maybe even hit somebody or put a case clue or something?
Uh-huh. I can hit somebody,
Ooh,
definitely.
okay. I'll spend my 1 fate point to pass.
Okay. I'm going to play Pyro Fuego!
Oh, Lord.
See, Pyro Fuego!
Oh!
It is 4 fate. And it's an infinite range. And add 2 hits to all foes in 1 row.
Okay. So now here's the question. You can hit him for 2, that way we roll against him, or add 2 to those, that gives us more of a chance to take them down on our rolls.
If we don't have anything on the Shadow Man, can we roll against him? Or does he just win?
We don't get to roll against that.
I think I'd rather take our odds of rolling, I think. What do you think?
Well, here's the thing. Just from what I'm looking at, the chances of us getting all the clues to solve one of those, because they're very high cost,
Yeah.
may not happen.
Right.
However, putting that at 5 and that one at 5, there's more of a chance that we can take down one. The problem is, if the solved number of cases is equal to the amount of enemies left on the board, the bad guys still win. So, it's your call.
Let's go ahead and try and take these guys out.
Okay.
So 1, 2. So that technically is 5 there. We're just gonna swap that for a 5
And then swap the other one for a 5.
and a 5.
Okay.
Because of course Grimlock here can't reach over and grab him since he's closer or anything. He's like, no, you stretch all the way across the board with your short little T-Rex arm.
That's because you did that. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to instigate the showdown. Okay, so the showdown is we spend fate to be able to roll more dice than we have. So for the investigation, 0 fate, we roll 6 dice and we get to the conclusion. If we spend 2 fate, we know 2 are going to be in our favor, and we roll 5. If we have 4 fate, then we would know 3 would be in our favor, and we roll 6. For the ones for the foes, well, 0 fate, we roll 6 dice and see where we're at. 1 fate, we know we're going to hit at least 1, and we roll 5. 3 fate, which we don't have, we know we're going to hit 2, and we roll for 5.
So
The chances of us hitting them and taking them out outweigh us being able to solve the case.
okay.
Because I'm looking at this right now. 4 and 6 is 10. Even, let's say we roll perfect. 4 and 6 is 10. 2 and 6 is 8. Both would be too short.
Yeah.
If we spend 1 fate, but we know one's going to hit, we can roll 5. We only got to hit for 3 and 4. There is a chance.
Alright. Let's...
Alright, so the first thing we'll do is we will roll for the investigation.
Okay.
So who wants to roll for the investigation?
I do it. I get 6
Alright.
die?
Yep. Are we going to use any fate points for that?
Nope.
Okay.
No point. No point.
Alright. See what we got here. First case.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, we didn't do anything in the first case. Okay. Alright. Second case. A little better. So 3. Okay. So 3 clues on there.
Yay!
Alright, and now the attacks. Am I rolling those?
Yeah, you roll those. Let's see if your dice like you better.
So I'm going to spend 1 fate point, and I get to roll 5, and I know 1 hits. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Do it that way. Alright, so first we're going to attack the Toad Demon. For 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, because it's the +1. So that's 8. We defeated the Toad Demon.
Woohoo!
Okay. And now the Scorpion. And I'm going to spend 1 fate point. We know we at least hit 1. We've got to roll 3 pluses to win.
Okay. Roll good.
Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4. We hit for 5. We defeated the Scorpion. So we have 2 solved cases versus the 1 remaining foe. Therefore, we win.
Whee! Yay! So guys, that is the Dresden Files cooperative card game. Like I said, it's a demo. This is a demo game with us just playing. Each of us playing 2 characters. It's a really fun game. I know it is made by Evil Hat Studios.
And speaking of Evil Hats, here comes the Evil Cat.
Yeah. See.
We should wait till the game was over.
Which is surprising, actually. Like normally she wants to be right in the middle of it all. I bet it was the dice. It was all the dice rolling. That's probably what it was. She heard all that. She's like, "What's going on with it? Sounds like fun." And so now everyone gets to see Catbutt.
Well,
the production supervisor.
If she was black, then she could be one of the Fae from the books. Anyways,
yeah,
it's a black cat.
Yeah. Well, she's close.
Yeah, come here.
So.
Please, come here.
Yeah. The production supervisor has to periodically come in and check on the production, as you know. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know here in the San Antonio area, you can pick up the game through Night Watch Games and through Dragon's Lair at Alamo Ranch. I believe they can order it, and I believe they had it on the shelves in the store before.
I believe so, yeah.
It's a really great game. It is continuing to expand. We did just get 2 expansions based off of 2 of the other books.
Each expansion gives you 2 new characters and 2 new books.
Okay, so yeah, so you get 2 new characters, 2 new books for each expansion. This game, hand me that box over there. It is for anywhere from 1 to 5 players.
Yes, there's actually rules to play a single player if you just want it for fun.
Ages 13 and up. So, like I said, everybody, this is the Dresden cooperative card game. Yeah. Well, you know, Fiona, she's a demon baby. She's a little demon. That explains why Ripley loves her, because, you know, demon children, demon babies. It's all relative. So, you know. Alright, guys, so that's all we've got for you tonight. I need to go get this poor dude some soup so that he can, like, get better and not be so dude with a cold. Let him get some rest so that way he does not hack up a lung, because I don't have time to clean up that mess. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If it entertained you, if you had fun, if you think you know more people that would love to know more about this game, don't forget to go ahead and like and share. This will be posted for, you know, all of your viewing pleasure, also through YouTube, which we have right there on the corner screen there. So you guys can also check out our videos there. For now, guys, it's going to be Shieldmate and FT Grimlock signing out. As always, everybody, fly those big flags high. Till next time.
You know what we should have done instead? We should have done the 40k Space Marine. I could have played the Plague Marine.
No, I've already done...
No, I'm saying I could have done the Plague Marine.
No, but I've already done Dice Masters this month.
I know. I'm saying about being sick.
Oh, okay. It saves it and I go, I'll throw it to YouTube.